Welcome to day 13 of our Advent devotional series. We've been using a really nice devotional book called Unwrapping the Names of Jesus. Um, Wish I could pronounce the author's name. She grew up in Romania as a missionary kid, has a ministry called onethingalone.com, and we'll be sharing some more things from that website in a minute. What she does in this devotional book is at the end of each week gives you some activities to put into action the things that we talked about the previous week. And I know we're starting a new week here, but these are going to be based on last week's devotionals, which we were talking about preparing for Jesus to come. So just a few ideas going to share with you. Some you can do with your family, that kind of thing. For example, you can make paper snowflakes using white paper and write out some prayer requests on there, or maybe a Bible verse there, and hang them around the house, and it's kind of a neat reminder to pray. I really like this idea, and I hope some of our Emmanuel people do this, because this would be perfect to post here on the Living Advent calendar that we do, the Brighton Heights Living Advent calendar. Act out the nativity story, either as a play or a musical or a puppet show. If you have little ones, you could practice it several times over the course of Advent, and then stage an event for the grandparents and extended family. Man, I really hope some of our folks do that, because that would be so much fun. Get out the bathrobes and just act out the story. It'd be great. If you have a nativity set at home, you can play Traveling Wise Men. A lady that I knew from West Hills Christian Church, Joan Kim, used to be very adamant that you never put your wise men characters there at the nativity, because they weren't there, right? They showed up years later, probably. And if somebody ever set out the nativity set and it had the wise men there, she'd pick it up and move it over. So play Traveling Wise Men. And move them around, sort of like the elf on the shelf thing. And each day move them closer and closer and closer to the nativity set until they finally reach Jesus. All right. Another idea is to sing gospel-centered Christmas carols. 3WS has been playing Christmas songs since what? September? I don't know. And they kind of play the same ones over and over again. And a couple of them I'm really tired of hearing already. But, they just don't play that many gospel-centered ones. If you want a playlist, you can go to onethingalone.com/Advent, and you'll find a good playlist of songs. It's also a good time to memorize a Christmas verse, a verse that features the name of Jesus that maybe stood out with, this from our devotions this past week. Write it out on a piece of paper, carry it with you. Use that to memorize that verse. And you can find some of those again at www.onethingalone.com/Advent. I like this idea too. Gift some handmade nativity ornaments. Now, one of the things that we did for the Brighton Heights Living Advent calendar is we set out some craft packs that had crafts from good old Oriental trading. And just about all of them were some form of a nativity scene. And if you'd want some of those, let me know. I've got some extras there. And one more idea: write a letter to Jesus. This time of year, you're supposed to be writing your letter to Santa. Well, write a letter to Jesus, responding to what you've learned about him this week. That's kind of a cool idea. Thank him for who he is. Confess any sins that have accumulated in your life, and ask him to give you a deeper love and understanding of him. Then surrender any area of your life that is hurting this Christmas season, and ask you to fill him with his joy.